Yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. I need tape. Yo, yo. I must tape it down. Double-sided tape is so trash. Well, trash in this instance. It's not good. Yo, yo. I don't think I've been here for, what, 4 days, probably? Something like that. But I do need to get something done. Ideally. 3-4 days, yeah. Well, we're still going to be streaming. I might go back and stream on the other channel tonight. We'll see. Yeah, I want to finish my Spearhead. I've been putting things off. I did that commemorative mini thing last time, and then before that was the Dwarf release. I haven't really been trying the Spearhead too much. I would like to finish it sometime soon. Ideally. I need to make the... Oh, you know what? There's supposed to be a text here. I think I deleted the text. Oops. Oh, never mind. Text is gone. Yeah, thankfully, there's not many more things to the Spearhead. It's kind of done-ish. I need to glue together this one. Which is the spear guy. It's the same thing. Just maybe a different focus. Is maybe a different focus. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-bum. Maybe. I mean, the owner of... Well, one of the owners, one of the previous owners, Mark Merrill, is very ingrained in Warhammer. Like, very, very ingrained in Warhammer. It's a possibility. I think it's a matter of knowing your audience, and I don't think your audience is into shit like this. I think the audience of League of Legends is into gaming and cooming and anime, which I don't think goes too well with Warhammer, although you do have some of that stuff in here. It is giving the people what they want, and the people don't want miniatures, I'll tell you. Coomers and Veebs! The Coomers and the Veebs! They just want the coom over this simple surface level gaming. It's not good. The Coomers and the Veebs. They're one and the same. What can you do? What can you do, brother? Well, the League MMO should be good. I need louder music, dude. I don't know if you could hear it on your end, but like I can't hear shit on my end. I'm like fucking deaf. But that works. Banana Bread's fine. Crossover, even known copycat mobile games, similar. What? I mean, League is doing partnerships, but I don't know exactly how hard they're going. Yeah. I think the camera is... What's that black thing? Oh, it's the end of the camera. No shit. Yo, 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 yo. Do 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 do.
Shut up, you dickhead! Now fuck off!
Yeah.
Yo, Grain Pain, thank you, man. Well, the collabs are kind of, I don't know, the League collabs are pretty alright. I don't think they're that bad. They're a little pricey. Most collabs are bent on making money, obviously. They just sell you products, but... Bro, my jaw hurts. My bloody jaw. It should be pretty chill. That's the goal. If my fucking headset's like imploding. The 5G waves are going through my head. My brain keeps beeping. Maybe there's an explosive in my headset. Monster Hunter? No. No time, dude. No time, and it's something I've never been interested in, so it's just not really on the radar. Trying things costs money, and it's time, and it's effort, and it's really, like, not something I'm too inclined to be doing with gaming. Gaming is, although fun, there's just so much out there, and you can kind of get, like, swept away with how many new things there are. and then also get taxed into, like, you know, buying a bunch of different ones that you want to try out, and then it's not worth it, and you're like, well, I wasted all my money. I've got other things to focus on. If you like that stuff, put the money into it. If not, you know, you don't have to. Thankfully, I'm done purchasing in the Games Workshop official department. Wilds, what, the furry shooter? Bam, bam, bam.
Is that all you've got? You must have more!
New Tristana mid-video straight fire.
Yeah, I've seen the, I saw a bit of it. Ivana was laughing at the Trump scene. She's like, what the hell am I watching? Why is that in there? That's awful. Yikes! Why is that in there? Maybe it's the way it looks. I don't know. Could be a bunch of different things. I'm not really going to be playing it, to be honest. Everyone was like, oh, why aren't you playing it? You love League, you love fighting games, and there's just no characters I care about. Like, enough. I need more characters. But what I will be playing instead of that game is we're going to be playing Space Marine 2. We are 100% going to play Space Marine 2 when it comes out. It looks really good, yeah. Well, I'm probably going to play the game alone as a first playthrough. I don't mind playing multiplayer with people, but as a solo experience campaign thing, I'm probably going to do it alone. I like campaign games that are solo. I probably will do everything else with people, but, like, I want to most likely play the campaign alone. We'll see, though. I don't know. Maybe that'll change. When does the game come out? Is it come out next month? September? Which means I have to do a playthrough of the first one soon to, like, brush up. Yeah, September 9th. Okay, my headset just died. Oh, yeah, ma! At least my headset's shit. It's fine. One sec. Let me get a different one. Does the headset expire? Use the wired one. I should be using a wired one anyways here, and then the wireless one's better for the main channel. Let me unravel the goods. See, it's a wired controller. Or controller. You know, the one thing I've realized, I don't know if you guys have ever used... Does anyone here have the HyperX Cloud wireless headset? They're like $200. They're absolutely insanely good outside of the audio. You get like, I don't know, 100 hours of battery life. The signal strength is excellent. All that shit is great, but like the price point, and you have to download the app to fix the audio, which I can't do for some reason. Let's plug this bitch in. Get in there, laddie. Okay, now I just change out from this to this, and it works again. Good. Yeah, that was a long time ago. PUBG was interesting, but it wasn't really my go-to for fun, you know? It was alright. I heard only, like, fucking cheaters play PUBG now. I'm 99% sure only cheaters now just play PUBG. And if you're not a cheater, you're in India playing on the mobile. So, like, I don't think many people still play PUBG. Bro, Mochi's hair is on me. Look, Mochi, go away. Bastard Mochi. He's everywhere. He's all over me, Dowie. I really need to find better clippers, at least for these. Can we see your whole collection? Well, you're looking at it. It is the age of creation. It is the redo. The great plastic cataclysm. True. I love that everyone now gets to experience the old Dwarf fantasy kits, because, dear God, it's not for everyone. They're a little bit janky, but they're excellent. A little bit of nostalgia, you know? It's always good. My Dwarf journal came today. Yeah, I flipped through mine. I was supposed to be reading it, but I got too sidetracked. But I mean, the entire story of it is just kind of the reclamation of Kazad-Vosk, or Kazad-Vosk, against the Greenskins. Leave it to the Greenies to take everything. Those bastards. They desecrate Taoist strongholds with dung. Feels bad. Buying tickets to Romulus. That's cool. I don't think I'll be buying tickets to Romulus. I'm just going to go see it on my own time, but I do want to see it. No, it does look good for sure. The early impressions were great. All these, you see the popcorn bucket? They have like an alien head popcorn bucket. They have a fucking like face hugger on a popcorn bucket thing. People are already scalping them. It's like, yeah, okay, bud. People scalp everything. The only thing that's ever worth money are things that are old. Or rather, not things that are old, but in a sense, like, if it's gained... If it's old enough to be considered like a collectible, a rarity, thing like that, you know? Like, that's cool. You know, I can understand the pricing on those, but people go into, like, movie theaters and buy up, like, 20 popcorn buckets and then try to sell you them for, like, $200 each. Luna Bacon, thank you. Appreciate it. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, people are really awful. But, you know, reselling and how markets are and everything, people buy into it. And for that reason, you know, they keep doing it because there's still money to be made, unfortunately. There's a little bit too much to be made. I mean, hell, even I sold a bit of Warhammer recently, and the guy ended up putting it on eBay, and I'm like, damn! Really? He talked the mighty game like, oh yeah, you know, great stuff, I love it. And then I think I mentioned, like, oh, you know, if it's for the army, I don't mind making a deal. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. All of them went up on eBay. Watching this reminds me I need to make my DACA jet. Yeah, I think a lot of people here probably have piles of shame. Too many things lying around. You can't trust a single human being on this planet. I mean, reselling's a thing. I don't know, man. I've never really gave it too much of a thought, you know? You gotta love the people who go into Walmart and buy up all the Pokemon from, like, the 8-year-olds, you know? And then resell them for, like, 3 times the price. Those are good people. Little Timmy won't have any gifts for Christmas this year. Unlucky. Yeah, there's a lot of, certainly a lot of things to get to. Everyone has a pile of shame. You know, some people have a few models, some people have thousands, whatever it may be. I was looking through, like, Facebook listings, and I found a guy who was selling, like, what it would look like a store. It looked like a literal store, and the guy was like, you know, I'm just an avid collector, it's okay. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, Luna Bacon, take it easy. Thanks again. It's a tough world out there. If you were dangling off a cliff and Mochi and Ivana were the only ones around to save, who would you trust more? Trust Ivana, what the fuck? I love my dog, but if it's between my girlfriend and my dog, like, I hate to say that, but I think that's, as horrid as that sounds, I don't think there's a different option. But that's never going to happen, so that scenario just doesn't work. Reprime them? I mean, I don't know about priming them multiple times, but if they've got some stuff on them, and it's not too bad, then you can probably paint over it, but if it's too thick, I doubt it. How can Mochi save you in that situation? He can't. He can't save anyone. Mochi's a year-old Pomeranian next week. It's his first birthday in about a week. I love him. I love Mochi. No. Paint is just built up in layers, right? If you've got layers on a miniature already and you want to reprime it with primer already on it, you're just going to keep adding layers, right? It's just up to whoever. He's going to go to PetSmart and he's going to pick out something he wants. That's where he's going, and then we're going to take him for a long walk and go dump in the park. He doesn't understand that he's 1 year old, but we do, and we love him. I never really understood the love of dogs until I got one. And then you realize that they're literally family. And you'd do anything for them. Character development. No, that's just normal. I think pet owners, at least dog owners, don't really get it. Like, I've owned cats my whole life, and although cats I love, and the ones I've had I cherished, and, you know, I never wanted them to go, but, like, cats, for me, usually always live around you, but they feel like they don't sometimes live with you. Dogs are very present. They do live with you. And, of course, it's animal to animal. It will be different, but... like, my dog is... he's like a little dude. He's a little bro. I love my little buddy. I mean, My dog knows a few words. He's like, he knows walk, potato, banana, treat, sit, paw, high five, outside, wait. It's pretty smart for a dog. For a little bean sprout IQ Pomeranian. He's a cool dude. Yeah, he knows when I end stream. Every time I say, "Okay, guys, I'm leaving. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye." He runs over to my door, and he sits on his. He just sits in like a normal sitting position, and he like cries, but he waits. He knows exactly when I end stream. No, he's not here. He's in the bedroom. He's probably sitting on the bed, shedding all of his fucking hair everywhere. You just sleep with a hairball in your mouth. Yo, yo. When you paint, use Citadel. I use Citadel just because it's convenient. That's typically what I do. For me, it's convenience. I'm not really like a big painter. I've painted a few things over the years, but like, since this is kind of like my first army, probably completed since like 8th edition Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, we don't really paint often, and when we do, it's more for like just messing around and test painting. Because I really need to finish something, and the first thing I thought I'd finish is a spearhead, and I will even paint the spearhead. Because painting a spearhead is more inviting than painting a 2,000-point army. Especially when that army's not even made yet. It takes a while. They take a very long time. Boy, do they take a while. Bam, 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 bam. I don't think people really care about if your painting isn't up to par with, you know, what they're probably looking for or whatever, but the idea with anything painted is that there at least needs to be, like, what, 3 colors on the thing, usually? Some people aren't artistic and they don't want to paint and they hate it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just a choice. And for that reason, why would you punish people who don't want to paint their stuff, but at least, you know, have 2 to 3 coats on it? Doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs something. Man, there's like no water in this thing. I can't even get to it. Yeah. Pretty sure no one's going to turn you down unless your stuff is like completely gray, but even then, not really. It's just better to play with painted things. If you haven't painted them, they're not technically done. And people don't really want to go against an army of gray, but, you know, nothing wrong with playing the game. Oof. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, exactly. Well, that was their way of like, you know, you win games easier if your shit's painted. I don't really believe in that. That's just stupid. But for a way to have you kind of like paint your stuff and buy more things, I get it. You will win more games if you have painted stuff. All right. That's a little bit of a interesting rule, I suppose. Maybe not the best rule. Okay. This does go together well, but I need to sand everything down. I need to use a sanding sponge. Okay, what is this song? It's just like... Was Old Corn supposed to just be horny? I don't get it. Oh yeah, there's... Well, everything GW is expensive. It's not even just their paints, right? Everything is pricey. It's all very, very expensive. Purchase what you wish. Do I have 1,000? 1,000. There's a fucking hair in here. 1,000. Cool. I mean, yeah, everything GW though is little pricey for sure. It is 100% profit for them. But I mean, when any paint is sold or miniatures sold, like, you know, they know what they're making. It's just GW kind of owns the market, and they've got the most expensive minis, but also the best minis. Subjectively, of course. It's always subjective. What is ROC? Oh, Warcraft 3. Oh, Warcraft 3. I mean, oldies are great, man. The question is he even playing, like, multiplayer, or is he playing just campaign? Yeah, I'm not gonna... Nah, I don't really want to, man. I'm not really, not yet. I 100% could have got in. Like, I've got LPP stuff. There's no reason I wouldn't be able to get in. Um, I think as a game just to play it, I wonder if it's going to be on the League client. Did they announce where it's actually going to be playable? Yeah, I know, true, but I'm, it's just, it's the desire to play the game. That's where I'm at. There's no desire to. If it's on the League client, that would be awesome. But you know what? They'd probably, I mean, sorry, it wouldn't be in the League of Legends client. It'd be in its own client like Valorant would. I'll try it when it comes out, most likely. I will play it. There's no reason not to, but like open beta shit like that, no. I didn't give them away yet, no. I still have them. Yeah, hey, I mean, people, they don't wait for that stuff. They really get people into, to game. Again, when it comes out, I'll take a look at it, but right now I'm not really. I'm not too concerned. I know it's not going to go anywhere. Early beta, great. Early access. We'll see when it comes out. Maybe when it comes out, there'll be even more characters I like. I mean, imagine Gangplank Alawi as a duo. That'd be so fucked up. It'd be cool, though. Be really cool. I would love to see Matt Mercer with Gangplank. Ivern would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Any sort of unique thing going on is great. We get an Easter egg coloring kit and dunk them in. Yeah, they got those. People like them. Miniatures aren't always expensive. It just kind of depends on where you get them from. The most expensive miniatures on the market and forever on the market are GW, for sure. Games Workshop is quite pricey. Quite pricey. I want to see the whole roster as well. That's kind of like the roster that they have right now is fine. Like I like Braum, I like Alawi. That should be enough reason for me to play, but I want to see more because there will be more. League's roster is excellent. There's no reason the fighting game roster cannot be excellent. Like guaranteed Samira, Set, Pike is going to be there. Those three I'll put money down on. Samira, Set, Pike. No reason to cope and say otherwise. You're going to get them. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Nautilus, Leona, yeah, that'd be cool. There's a lot of cool shit they could do. I don't know about Nautilus, to be honest. I think it'd be a bit too dumb, just because he's so big. And I really am sick of seeing undersized, like, champions in games. Again, like, Ivern is more likely in that... I feel like anyone too big will not make it. To me, it's more of, like, their background noise in, like, a certain stage. Like, in the Bilgewater Shore stage, the Serpentile one, you just maybe see Nautilus battling a fucking, like, sea serpent out in the back in the ocean. That'd be cool. But certain champs, no, a little bit too big. Nautilus is one of them for sure. That guy is fucking massive. Volibear is massive. No, he'll never be. Fighting games do a good job at, like, portraying character size, because that also kind of plays into kind of the different setups you've got. And, no. They're way too big. Ridley, yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. True. But maybe League wants to do it differently. League's... Well, then again, I guess Smash was like this... Smash is just taking in a bunch of different IPs, whereas League of Legends is the universe in itself. So I think they want to encapsulate kind of what it's like to be in Runeterra, to a degree.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
You get all my subs, me Captain Lol.
Yes, I better. Kale, thank you, man. God bless you, sir. I get all of the subscriptions. Yes! We can feed Mochi for another night. God bless you. Poor little Moch. He's off eating the dust bunnies from under the bed that he put there with his own hair. It's a vicious cycle. Cho'Gath with 12 stacks. Yeah. I mean, again, who knows? We'll see the roster. Lulu with Pixie. With Pix. This is done. If you took it to the Freljord, I'd like to see Volibear in the back, maybe fighting Ornn. Like, just some really cool shit, you know? I don't know if the game is meant for that, but, like, it'd be cool. Yeah, this is actually one of the few torsos that should glue together just fine without problem. Cool. You know what I miss doing while working on Warhammer? Call me a boomer. I miss watching The Outer Limits. I loved doing that. I love watching old TV shows while working on old things. I pray one day maybe like Twitch allows me to fucking run things that they own on Amazon. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't think you'd gain power for eating any of this. I think you'd lose power. Vermintide is good. It's a solid game. Yeah, I like it. I don't think I'd play it too often, but like I've played it enough. Just got 3 letters offering me a new card from the bank. From a bank I don't go to. That's how they get you. Dowie Warrior. Soon to be with Giant. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I need now to chop out the arms. We need to remove the gloves from both of these arms. Ooh, I just realized I need to chop this out. Maybe I shouldn't have glued them before chopping out this, but it should be fine. Okay, either way. No, I didn't. No, I didn't sign up. No. Since when did barrier block 400 damage? Since it was made? I don't know. Good questione. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Okay. I need to cut out the glove and replace the arm. I wonder if there was any hope. No, there's no real hope. Nope. Your stream is so chill. I love it. Well, I guess that's the point of these streams a little bit, no? The more chill, the better. I've got enough brain damage coming up soon when I want to go stream League. The more chill, the better. You know, the only thing that would, like, make this really chill is to crank up the fucking, like, gain. Or not the gain. It's the thing that allows you to hear everything, so you can hear me scrape it, so it's like ASMR. And then you also put, like, rain or lo-fi jazz. And then you've got yourself a chill stream. The gain, I don't think the gain is what it is. Maybe. Dawn of War 4? Fuck no. There will never be. Well, you know what? If you make Dawn of War... You know what you do? Don't make Dawn of War 4. Remaster Dawn of War 1. That's what you do. I've seen the Speed Freaks game. I'm not really going to play it, though. But I've seen it. It looks cool, but again, gaming for me right now... I'm too consumed with hobbying or, like, League. In a different lifetime, we maybe would have done something with it, but right now, no, there's not much time. I like that you could be a grot tank, though. That's cool. The mega grot tank. Try it sometimes. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't have much free time. And the free time that I do have, if I was to do it, it would take away from the things that I'm currently doing. I'm a little bit more lenient. Or not lenient, sorry. I'm a little bit more, what's the word? Like, I know what I've got to do. I know what I kind of enjoy right now, so I'm just kind of sticking to that for now, but If something really piques my interest and it's not in the sphere of what I do, I may give it a try. But again, you know, you buy a game, it's like $60, and then you play it once or twice, and you're like, man, I don't want to do that shit again. I feel like that's kind of where I'd be with that game. Not that I would completely hate it, because it's Orcs and Warhammer, and that's great, but I don't want to buy something, play it twice, and then be like, yeah, I'm bored. Or, you know, that was fun, but, like, I don't want to go back. Oh, is it? Wait, is it really? The entire game is free to play. Wow. How did they get away with that one? An entire free-to-play game? So how do they make money? Battle Pass. Ooh. I feel like that's kind of a hard sell. The free game is very appealing, but the idea potentially of a battle pass is it's a bit rough to work with. Banking. Oh, they're banking on Space Marine 2. Interesting. Same people who put out that game. Really? I mean, Space Marine 2 is going to sell really well. Come on. I don't think many people who are going to get into Space Marine 2 have played the first one. But if you did, it's an easy buy. I remember when Space Marine 1 came out, and I had first got it on console. And boy, was it just a really quality game. Didn't do anything crazy, but like it was a 40K solid game. Very solid. Certainly better than the Fire Warrior game they put out a while ago. Much better. Yeah. Log you, buddy. I have no clue. Is it the same studio putting both out? Yeah, it was good though. Space Marine was a solid, great game. I think this will be the first big stepping stone into like Games Workshop really seeing, not really, because they did Total War, and Total War was a big success, and I'm sure they've had other games be massive successes, but I feel like with Space Marine, this is going to be their biggest success ever. Like, Total War Warhammer is amazing, but it is based on fantasy, and fantasy was kind of dead when they brought the game out. And I don't think many people who are well-versed in, like, just current Warhammer cared too much. Whereas now the people versed in current Warhammer are looking at Space Marine like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. We get to play Space Marines again. Hopefully it pops off. Yeah, take it easy, man. League games are all right. They, good, bad, always in the middle. Some days you get good teams, other days you are the bad team. Today was pretty chill, though. That's out of the first, like, 4 games in a row. Yikes. Hey, don't do it, man. Glass etching. Yeah, people use X-Actos for everything. The workhorse of cleaning miniatures, X-Acto blades. You get everything done with these things. There is no Warhammer hobby without the X-Acto blade. It is like the las gun to the guard. What would they be without the humble las gun? I don't really have a playlist. I just put on an album and I let the album play out, or I like swap between albums. I had made one, but it's not really what I use. Okay. So both gloves are done. Well, both VAM braces, wrist braces. We need to clean this up and then decide what goes on top here. Yeah. I mean, any co-op games. I believe it's 3-player co-op. So if you got 2 other people to play with, go for it. I think multiplayer is what, like 4-on-4, 8-on-8 or something? Yeah, it's cool. You know, go for it, man. You got people to play with. It is Warhammer. I'd say you can't go wrong, but I've seen Warhammer games go wrong, and very, very wrong. But it seems to be good. Silent Hill remake? Probably not. If I'm going to play any remake and it'll be scary, we did the Dead Space one, and then I'm more likely going to do the Resident Evil one. This is just the 4K update. This is what Vanguard did. It's the only plus side. If anything, Vanguard did a service to a lot of League players in that they finally were able to quit. But, you know, they'll be back. They're always like, oh, I'm not downloading this spyware. I'm not downloading this. And then they get bored playing the games they're playing now, and then they always come back. A little bit of a hiatus, and they're back to the grind. I would never download Vanguard and support this company. Only if I'm bored. And then they get bored, and then they come back. Well, you say that now. Okay, I think when I'm done this, I'm going to call it for tonight. It's very early still, but I want to go spend some time with Ivana and Mochi. My beloveds. Who actually cares about being spied on? You don't like your privacy? It's not like we're all criminals, but, like, you'd rather not be looked at 24/7. Ideally. Which Lord of the Rings, again, for the 72nd time? Oh, watch Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they're gonna catch criminals over League. Well, there goes the entire population of fucking, like, top lane. We'll never be able to play League again if we don't have any top laners. Like, rip my top lanes. What do you do? Overnight, the entire top lane population just evaporated. Like, they're just gone to the ether. Gone to the bloody ether, laddie. Yeah, we get autofilled top lane. I'm going to upgrade from an actual... You're going to go to a PC from a Steam Deck. I heard Steam Decks were pretty alright, but, like... I don't think I'd ever be interested in using one, to be honest. It's basically a handheld computer, right? It's, like, more than a phone, obviously. That's cool, but... I don't know if I want to fuck with that. Guys, by the way, we're going to be doing a cooking stream soon. I just ordered my HelloFresh meals, sponsored, by the way. And I'm going to be cooking on stream a single meal. We're going to see if this meal service is edible. I hope it is. Ivana's going to be the camera woman. I'm also just going to make the food off stream. I think I have like 5 meals coming in. And I'm going to eat some of them off stream and cook them off stream, but I'll probably stream one of them. Because why not? I think it'd be interesting. Oh yeah, main channel for sure. It all has to be on the main channel. I hope it's delicious. What are we doing? We are clearing mold lines. We are making Warhammer miniatures. So once we blue tack things together, should be good. That'll be a giant matic thing. A big steam-powered matic thing. It's a little bit of a tedious process, but, you know, you get there eventually. Ooh. You get there eventually, laddie. It just takes a little while. The one thing I do need, though, is... I need an arm. And unfortunately, my headset is no longer wireless. Are the arms? I need a great weapon. Think should be able to use. Yeah, we're here for not much longer. We're working on Dowie. I need maybe this arm. See if this arm is any good. That should be good. So we are trying to make sure that everything lines up. That is true. They do. I don't think that looks natural. Still don't think that looks natural. How the fuck is he holding this thing? He's like this? No, it looks natural. Just maybe comes across a little weird. Hmm. Can't tell if this is like... Yeah, it's like an overhead... Well, yeah, he's trying to, like, club you. I could maybe do, a straighter arm in the back. Oops, it's the wrong way. It comes across as a bit weird. I can finagle it properly, but... The arm... Let me just see what this looks like. Oh, that looks way better. Okay, whatever this arm was a little janky. This looks way better. So I think we're going to use this. Once it's all cleaned up properly. My goal would be... stick it in like that. Put this up here. Punch this up a little bit more. I think this should be... like this. Oh, yeah. Yes. That looks way better, for sure. It'll all be fixed properly, so it won't look so janky, but I think this arm works way better. If you can just finagle it into place. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit tweaked, though. It's always a little bit janky lining up parts that came out in, like, 2006 versus parts that came out in, like, 10 years later. But the idea is there, and it will work. You just gotta chop it well enough. Right, this is the same arm. This is the wrong arm. It works either way. I gotta really lower this thing. It's just so big. It is way too big. It's a big ass pole arm thing. It'll be good. We'll make it work. Unless I can have an arm going straight up. Use this one. Let's see what this looks like. That's even better. Something like that. Bro, get on League. What is this? Bro, get yourself banned, you annoying doucher. Goodbye. Holy shit. Obnoxious, aren't we? Goodbye. Enjoy life. Be a human being. Challenge Impossible League Player Edition. Good lord. God forbid someone has a hobby and gets diseases. I think that makes sense. I mean, this thing looks so stupid, but it will be chopped down to the point where it doesn't look stupid. I think actually what I have to do is just chop this off. God forbid somebody enjoys a hobby other than gaming. You're not allowed to like more than one thing? Probably. Like, I don't know if he was being serious or not, but I'm not really in the mood for mucking about. This is serious business. This is Warhammer business. You can make fun of me all you want, you can berate me, you could say whatever the fuck you want to me on the other channel, but here, I'm zenned out, bro. Ironclad fortitude. Mental. I must keep my brain active. Okay, so... I need to figure out how I want to make this, like, steam-powered Matic. Could use this for now. Powermatic? I don't even know what the fuck this is supposed to be. But regardless, just a test thing anyways. Well, the gist of it is there. I know what I want to do with this, but I need to make it more engineering. I need to make it look more impressive and more dangerous. I need to replace the wrists as well with gloved pieces. Yeah, it'll work. If it's all properly put together, I think it'll look fine. Okay, so I think I'm pretty set. I just gotta kind of get these. That's good. I'll take the other... this head. I don't need any of these. The number one thing when working on Warhammer is keeping your area clean, because by God, this shit gets so dirty so fast. Maybe people like having messes everywhere. I, for one, don't. It's not as fun as it should be. All of these parts, though, are useless to me now. Look, man, I don't want to talk too much on it, but some people just don't have common sense, or they're being a little bit too ironic. I can understand irony, but, like, come on. What is your favorite Elder Scrolls race? I don't keep up with Elder Scrolls, so I wouldn't know. Don't they not have dwarves in Elder Scrolls? Isn't it this weird, like, short thing race, but it's not dwarves? Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. Now that I know what to do and with
Is that
which
all
pieces...
you've got? You must have more.
Hi Tobias,
Hey.
is there a difference between donating here and a main channel? Like here is going toward a hobby and main channel money only going towards to league related only.
Hey, Wilts, thank you, buddy. I initially put, $10 donations, very generous, by the way. Thank you, sir. I initially put it as whatever is donated on this channel will go to this channel, and whatever is donated on the main channel will go to the main channel, or bills and stuff like that. Either way, bills and shit come first, and then everything else comes second. So, like, whatever I pay for food and rent and all that crap, it'll go to that. And then if there's like anything left over, then sure, it'll go to whatever. Right now, this channel, I don't think, outside of a camera that was funded, I don't think there's really anything that I'm purchasing for this channel. So yeah, if that sums it up. Bills first, fun later. If bills paid, bills good. Hey, we'll buy Warhammer if there's any on the market. Which, as of late, there's none. But we just got through, the new stuff that got released. The, Old World Dwarves, right? I didn't get one yet, but I'm going to be getting, I know which one exactly. It's just, I don't have... Currently, what I want to do with this room is kind of pull out a lot of stuff I don't need anymore, and then I can kind of have the space that I want to set up the camera, because I really don't want to keep using a webcam. And, once I have the time and the willpower to kind of sit down for like a day or two, even like 3, and really clear this room out and redo it properly, then I'm going to be getting the camera. But right now it's just kind of, it's kind of on the back burner. Because there's if you could see from my point of view, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, you're a hoarder. What is this room? And, again, since it was funded by, some very generous people on stream, I will be getting a DSLR. But it'll be, I think it's about 950 something Canadian, plus shipping, plus tax. It's the standard one a lot of people use. I forgot the name of it because it's been a little while since I've looked at it, but it is a fairly good DSLR. Like, there's no way I'm going to spend $3,000 on a DSLR. Because those are, you know, for people who do Warhammer content creation and they're very successful with it, I can understand a $3,000 DSLR, but, like, as a hobby stream that generates me maybe a few $100 a month, it's not feasible for a $3,000 DSLR. Playlist? I don't really have playlists, no. I've got Ungrim, yeah. You want to see him? He's blue tack together, and he's still actually 100% together. Oh. People have already painted Ungrim. He looks great. I don't think I'd ever use him in a game, to be honest, but yeah. Almost got him.
All you've got?
Oh my
You must
god,
have
$20
more.
donation!
Is it too difficult to actually play this game on stream? I've never seen it actually played. I love the streams either way.
Thank you, man.
Also, have you ever tried or enjoyed Dwarf Fortress? It doesn't strike me as your type of game, but who knows, you might enjoy it.
Hey, another donation, Wonder, for $20. You guys are generous, man. Thank you, gentlemen. Dwarf Fortress, I'm well aware of, but I don't... You're right, I don't really want to play it. It's more of like, what, a micromanaging kind of save your civilization, make sure they're prospering thing sim, like a kingdom micromanaging sim thing. I don't know how to explain it. A civilization sim, yeah. I've looked into it. Maybe I'd fuck with it between queue, but like, yeah, not anytime soon, man, honestly. When it comes to playing this game on stream, it is doable, but the problem is it's not very viewer friendly. Like, I genuinely don't think if you're someone who knows nothing, if you're someone who knows a little bit about Warhammer, you still may find it very boring to watch. The fun comes in when you're rolling the dice, when you're playing, when you're thinking of strategies and kind of what to do in game as a player, but not so much as a viewer. Right? Like, you're just watching people roll dice and move things around. It's not very good for spectators, I suppose. But, you know, that's why there's games, right? Like, you can kind of get a gist of it by playing maybe Total War Warhammer, by playing, I don't know, fucking Dawn of War if you want to go back and watch that stuff. But, yeah. Not so good to watch. Some people might enjoy it, but it's definitely more of a niche. City Builder. Whatever it's called, that's cool. You know, again, I fuck with like little RTSs and, oh, manage this, manage that. Like, maybe if I gave it a try, I might like it, but not anytime soon. Right now, I am too busy with kind of just playing League and doing Warhammer a little bit. I haven't really been here in a few days, but it's good to get on and just muck about. He went fast. Yeah, people are already scalping Ungrim online for like $100+. It's pretty gross. Ungrim was what, $50 retail, which I got him retail, thankfully. But now, you know, supply and demand, and my supply is that I've got 3 of them and they're fucking $100 each, so lame. Well, T1, I mean, I feel like I'd be in the same boat. I'm pretty good at stuff that I get into, and I don't want to glaze myself or anything, but, you know, like, fighting games I'm pretty good at. League of Legends, I've made Challenger multiple times. Most games that I grew up with, I've played at, like, the highest levels. It's just really, if you're good at something, you probably can be good at other things just because you're naturally going to strive for something like that, you know? I do miss strategy games, though. That'd be awesome to watch, and I feel like not many people play them anymore. Good times, man. Playing the good old StarCraft 2. StarCraft 1. The good old times. I haven't spent much money on making new kits for a year or two now, kind of burned out. I don't blame you. I mean, even I kind of feel burned out sometimes, but it's a matter of, when it comes to Warhammer or any hobby that you might feel burnout with, you just need to kind of find more things to do within that space. The motivation definitely winds down. I think maybe as well as seeing progress. The more progress you see in your own work, the more you want to continue because you feel like you're actually getting somewhere. Which, for me, is saying a lot because I spend 30 years scraping plastic. So you can only imagine how burned out I feel sometimes. But we persist. I think I'm excited to try and build the next unit in this little force. And thankfully it's a little force. There's like 4 units. Supreme Commander? No, I don't know what that is. I have absolutely no idea what that is. Racing and Battlefield. Racing games? Third entry is Ballsack. Yeah, I think my brother plays Company of Heroes. I mean, a lot of people like older games. I mean, for God's sake, Age of Empires still has a competitive scene. Don't fuck with old games. People's passions run much deeper. It can exist, yeah. Do I believe it exists? No. I believe in getting unlucky over and over and over again, sure. You know what loser's queue is? It's queuing up after the worst loss of your life because your teams are shit and finding the same players over and over again. That's called loser's queue. Pray you don't find them. You just gotta wait. You gotta wait to queue up. Pray you don't find the same trilobites. Pray. Fuck, this album has 5 songs on it. Jesus, dude. No. Bum, ba, bum, 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 da, 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 da. Ow. Oh, I'm dying from the inside out. I'm in pain. Kind of new to this, so when do you take the blue tack thing if you don't mind? The blue tack is just to conceptualize stuff, so like if you want to see things before you glue them, as an example, this guy's blue tack together, right? If you blue tack things on him, you can kind of see what he may look like before gluing it permanently. And you can kind of like conceptualize different looks and different things that you want to put on the mini without actually committing to doing it, right? And if you end up liking it so much, then you take the blue tack off and you glue them, and then it's finalized. It's just a conceptualization, you know, tool. Oops. What could potentially look good? Like, the blue tack is really not anything serious. It's just for people who like to build shit. Yeah, no, you glue it. You completely glue it. You remove the blue tack from the miniature, and then you glue it. Because the blue tack is like a school product. You know when you went to school and, like, the teacher might have put blue tack on a thing and then stuck it to a board? That's basically it, yeah. America has still thriving community despite being a 2006 game. Yeah, people love it. I mean, fucking Dawn of War, man. I don't know if you're familiar with Dawn of War, the first game. Early 2000s as well. Has a thriving modding community. People love that game. No, I glue mine, yeah, completely. I've already glued this guy together. So the back piece to the front piece, he's stuck, he won't come undone. And then, you know, you slowly build that up with other pieces that you like the look of. So what I'm doing right now, though, is kind of converting. I'm making my own aesthetic. I'm taking different kits and different pieces and chopping them up and making it look different. I'm putting my own spin on things, basically. I don't know if I like this. Maybe I should use some sort of, like, Caradron bit for this. Wonder what Caradron bit I can use for the top of this thing. Yep. Sculpting. We're not doing much sculpting. What I would like to do right now is kind of look up a bit. A bit from the Caradron Overlords kit. Any kit. Let's see. What Caradron bits do we have? An anchor? It's kind of goofy looking. A giant anchor. An anchor polearm? Maybe not an anchor. Big hammer. Yeah, the Caradron overlords have no units. Holy shit. They got 1 page of units. Yikes. Maybe a heavily modified anchor looking bit or something would be very interesting. Let me try and get that. Yeah, I'm getting tired, man. I'm getting out of here in a sec, though. Maybe the anchor would make sense to kind of like splice in, potentially. Maybe. Maybe not, though. Anchor. It's Nautilus. It's supposed to be a pike, but there's no way in hell I'm making it a pike. I just need to basically high-tech top of this thing. Yeah, with an anchor. The anchor's interesting, but the way I'm making this army, it doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be based on, like, an engineer's guild, not, like, nautical, you know, airship thingy. It's more of a traditional dwarven thing with, like, inventions of the dwarves. It would be interesting, though, but I think it doesn't make any sense. An anchor on a pole instead of a field-tested, like, steam-powered Matic on a pole. It wouldn't be an heirloom, no. These are all, like, experimental things. That's kind of the idea of what I want to be doing. Alright, either way, I've got all the pieces cut out. I'm going to be ending now. And I will be on tomorrow. Wasn't really a long stream, but I gotta go see my loved ones. My dog and my woman. My woman and my dog. Alrighty, folks, I'm out of here. Everyone, take care of yourselves. Be well. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Look, man, I don't ban people normally, but just common sense. You won't get banned. Don't tell me to go play League and, you know, like, hey, it's all good, brother. Anyways, I'm out of here. Take care. Be well. Have yourselves a great night, and I will catch you tomorrow, folks. So, peace, peace. Thanks again for the donuts, by the way, guys. I appreciate it. And the resubs. That's awesome.